Let's all pay respects to all together. No?
So, how are you?
Longpo.
Yeah? You hear me?
Yeah, Longpo. Can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound is good.
So, how many people are connected?
Now there's 14 people.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone with questions, you can raise your hand and unmute yourself. Who wants to go first? No questions?
No question. I mean, think about it, I mean, we should practice, every day, yeah? I mean, even if you work, at least 2 or 3 hours a day, huh? I mean, don't waste your human life, yeah? Don't waste the opportunity you have, to practice the Dhamma. No? You don't know if in the next life, when you're born as a human being, there is still Dhamma around. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, yeah? But at the moment, I mean, we still have a working tradition here in Thailand, I mean, where the Dhamma is taught, it comes from Arahants, yeah? They know the way because they have gone the way, yeah? So they can answer the questions you have, yeah? But if we just, waste our life, okay, do this, do that, yeah, and yeah, a little bit of practice, yeah, a little bit of sati, yeah. I mean, next life you have to start all over again. Yeah? Is your life that you are leading that great, yeah, that you want to have another life? Huh? If not, you should put the utmost effort, into your practice, yeah, to find at least, the gate of entrance to the stream, yeah? Or enter the stream. Then there are at most 7 more lives to go. Otherwise, you will be born again and die and born and die and born and die and born and die. Yeah? And sometimes we go down to the hell, sometimes we go in the ghost realm, sometimes we go up to the heaven. Yeah? I mean, we are not only doing good, in our life. Yeah? So there is some hell time that we acquired in our lives, where we have to go down. If we have done more good than bad, then we might go up to heaven first, and then to hell. Yeah? Just like Lungta Mahabodh said, he was in this kind of heaven, and then he went down to that kind of hell, and then to that kind of heaven, and this kind of hell, up and down, before he became a human being again. Because of our good karma, we go up, we go up to heaven, and because of our bad karma, that pulls us back to hell, yeah. I mean, the next life is not human, normally not human, yeah. I mean, we either go up or we go down. And I don't think it is a lot of fun, to go down, yeah. I mean, yes, it might be very, very nice, if we go up into one of the heavenly realms, yeah. But, when our karma is exhausted, in the heavenly realm, then we go and reap the results of our bad deeds in hell, yeah? Maybe then we go back up to heaven, to another heaven, but, or we just are born as a ghost, and before we come back as a human being. That is the normal routine for people, yeah? Going down to hell, yeah, being born as a ghost, yeah, and then come back as a human being. Yeah? Is that what you want? Ask yourself, and you have to ask yourself often, yeah. If you don't want to, then put some more effort into, your practice. And if you put some more effort into your practice, I mean, there will be questions arising. How can I deal with this? How can I deal with that? Yeah? These are questions, in the beginning of our practice, I mean, they come constantly. Huh? I remember when I started practicing, there were lots of questions I had. Huh? Later on, once the practice is in the flow, yeah, then, of course, the questions become less, yeah? Because I have my ways, or I had my ways, how to deal with the problems, yeah? Yeah? It also holds true for Sani. Yeah, I mean, working, making money, I mean, what is the point of it, yeah? Of course, yes, you can sustain your life, yeah? But that's it, that's all, yeah? You have to work a little bit on your practice, yeah? I mean, yeah, the first thing is, you practice the 5 precepts, yeah? I mean, every one of us can do it. The 5 precepts, every one, of you can do it, yeah? Not harming any living being, not taking what is not given, yeah? No sexual misconduct, no lies, harsh speech, and no alcohol, no drugs. And especially nowadays, I mean, the smartphones, is our biggest drug, yeah? It's constantly with us, and we are addicted to it, yeah? That's why I call it a drug, yeah? It doesn't ruin our body, but it ruins our mind, it ruins our chitta, yeah? Because people who are constantly on the phone cannot concentrate anymore. And if you cannot concentrate anymore, if you're constantly thinking about this, thinking about that, yeah, how can we reach samadhi? And if we cannot reach samadhi, how can we investigate? Yeah? Think about it, yeah? Use the smartphone, if you need to use it for work, but that's it, yeah? Don't play around with it. I mean, I see little kids, 2, 3 years old, yeah? I mean, yes, yeah? They keep quiet, yeah? They don't bother their parents anymore. Just like, when I was growing up, I mean, the parents, I mean, set the kids in front of the TV, yeah? With all these cartoons, and they were happy, they were quiet, but I mean, what is the point of doing this? Huh? I mean, we have to learn to live our life, yeah, and we have to learn, what is good and what is bad, yeah. So keep the 5 precepts, and from then on, practice samadhi, yeah. The ability to go down into samadhi, yeah, into a state where we can rest, where we can re-energize, yeah, I mean, it's just charging our batteries, yeah. So we stay with the Buddha or we stay with the breath. Observing the breath, knowing that the breath goes in, knowing that the breath goes out, yeah. We have the concentration point around the nose, yeah, that's where we concentrate on, yeah. And then we develop the knowingness about the breath. Is it in-breath? Is it out-breath? Is it long? Is it short? Is it detailed? Is it rough? Yeah? We don't try to control the breath, we observe the breath. Yeah? That is the most important thing. When we observe the breath, we know the breath. And when we know the breath, that is the development of sati. Sati is the knowingness. Yeah? Whatever we put our concentration on, yeah, we will know what is going on. Just like when we live here in the forest and concentrate on the squirrels, we know what they are doing. We don't have to think about, what is it? What did it just do? It jumped from one branch to the next. Yeah, I mean, we see it, we know it. Yeah? And that is the same with the breath. The same holds true for the Buddha. Yeah? And if it is too difficult in the beginning, we use Put with breathing in and Do with breathing out. Yeah? Come on, yeah? And once we have developed enough samadhi, yeah, it is actually, yeah, it's our safe haven. Huh? And the safe haven is within us. Yeah? The whole world can turn upside down, but when we are in samadhi, it doesn't bother us. I mean, everybody can shout down on us, and cry on us, and do this and do that, but the moment we are in safe haven, it doesn't bother us. Yeah? We are not disturbed by it. And only when we can go, when we can go long enough into samadhi, when we come out, you always know when you went into samadhi, it's because you're energized and you're concentrated. Yeah? And then we investigate. And what do we investigate? The 5 khandhas. What are the 5 khandhas? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. So, it is the body, it is feeling, bodily feeling, mental feeling, it's memory and association, it's thought, short form of thoughts, and it's consciousness. Yeah? Consciousness you can leave out, you can leave out, all the 4 above, except for bodily feeling, yeah? And investigate the body. Yeah? We love this body. Yeah? We care so much about this body. We're constantly worried about this body. From the beginning, when we are born, we take care of this body. We learn it to walk, we learn it to talk, we learn it to read and write and think. Yeah, to train this body, it takes 15, 16 years. Yeah, and when we come back as a human being, we have to do this same training again. Go to school. Fun, lots of fun, yeah. Go to university, yeah, lots of fun. And then go and work, yeah, for 40, 30, 40, 50 years, yeah. And then then we don't have any more energy, and then we just wait for death to come. I often explain it, this is, human life in a nutshell, yeah. Being born, training the body, yeah, working, yeah, and then waiting for death, yeah. And while we do this, we get sick, and we get older. And then in the end we die. Yeah? But not we die, the body dies, and then we look for a new body. What's the problem? There are so many bodies around. Yeah? Be it a heavenly body, be it a ghost body, be it, body in hell, yeah? We are so attached to it. Yeah? And we have to get rid of this attachment to the body by investigating it properly. Yeah? The body is the body, the chitta is the chitta. Yeah? Just like the car is the car and the driver of the car is the driver of the car. They are not one and the same thing. Yeah? If the driver of the car gets out of the car doesn't do anything. If the chitta gets out of the body, the body doesn't do anything. It just stays there. Yeah? In whatever form. Yeah? If it's lying, then it's lying. If it is sitting, then it is sitting. But it doesn't move because it doesn't have a driver. Yeah? The chitta is out, and it is concerned about, can wander through all the different worlds of existence, and then come back. Okay, there's my body. Good, hop in, again. Just like we drive to a place, maybe it is a park or amusement park or whatever it is. We get out of the car, we amuse ourselves, and then we go back, hop in the car, and drive. There's nothing special about the body, yeah. But we are so attached to it, just like we are attached to the smartphone. Huh? Even more attached. And we constantly worry about it. Do I have enough food? My body is sick. I need to go and see the doctor, and so on, and so on, and so on. Oh, I'm getting old. Oh, this is not working. That is not working. Understood? Huh? You're still young, yeah? But you're getting older. Yeah? So, yeah. And in the end, lots of people, practice a little bit, and when they are close to death, they say, why did I waste my human life, huh? It's precious. It's so precious, yeah? From the 31 realms of existence, it's the most precious one. In the heaven, we enjoy, in the hell, we suffer, yeah? And in the other realms, we also suffer. The human realm is the perfect one to get out of the cycle of birth and death, getting out of samsara. And that's what, once we realize it, that's what we should do. That's what we should put our main emphasis on it. Yeah? We should really, think about our priorities in life. Yes, of course, we need to work, we need house, we need clothes, but, we need some food, yeah, that's it, yeah. But our main priority is developing samadhi, yeah, and developing panya, wisdom. And wisdom is developed by questioning the body, seeing, first of all, what is the body? Huh? Is the foot the body? Is the nose the body? Is the brain the body? Is the heart the body? Is the lungs the body? What is the body? When you put all the parts in front of you, where's the body? They're just body parts, 32 body parts, yeah? Then you assemble them, yeah, and then you have a body, yeah? You disassemble them, there's no body. Huh? Yeah, that's it, yeah. Just a reminder, to don't waste our life, yeah. I hope it helps, also for the people who are here, sitting, yeah. I mean, just some people, going to samadhi, observing the breath, yeah, observing the breath, and while the mind is going all around the world, yeah. Oh, I'm still observing my breath, yeah, or going with the feeling. No, when we do samadhi, we don't go into the feelings, yeah. We know that there is a feeling coming up in the moment we get quiet or peaceful, or happy, we know the feeling, but we still stay with the breath, yeah. Okay, so if there are no questions online, then you can read the questions.
Anyone has questions? No? I think Jenny, you raised your hand just now.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Paying my respects, Ajahn. I hope you're well. It's very cold here in England, so I'm going to make not a very clever question, but you raised the question of the 5 precepts.
Yeah.
So the practice of the 5 precepts is very, very important.
Yes.
But as a lay person, sometimes the practice is difficult because not sure whether am I doing right, am I doing wrong. So there's always this not sure among my friends in England. So I'll just very briefly tell you a story of something that happened that we are not sure about. A friend wanted to raffle for a charity, a stroke charity, so I suggested baking a fruit cake.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the part. Okay, in the past, I do have a lot of alcohol in my house. I don't drink, but they are gifts from friends. And since I practiced, I've not touched them. So I don't know what to do with them. So I suggested that we bake a cake, fruit cake, and raffle it using the alcohol.
Yeah.
So we all agreed, but instead of baking 1 cake, because the oven was quite big, we baked 3 cakes.
Yeah.
Right, so we had 2 cakes. So 1 cake was raffled. That one we didn't have very much worry about it because that was like non-Buddhist activities. It was for a stroke rehab. So we didn't, they were all happy to raffle it.
What is raffle?
2 other cake. Sorry?
What is raffle?
Raffle was just to raise money.
Oh,
money.
Okay. Yeah. Go on.
Stroke rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the problem?
And then that day, okay, I was invited to go to Hanam. So it was Longpo Monindo's birthday.
Yeah.
And because I know that Longpo's birthday, there'll be so much food.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, because I do help out, it'll all be wasted or whatever. Because in England, it's more difficult to distribute the food after Dana. So I then suggested that one of the cakes be offered to Longpo.
Yeah.
And that was where this question comes in. So the cake contains alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay?
Then of course you cannot.
In the oven,
Yeah.
It's been baked in the oven for
Yeah.
3 hours. So alcohol, in scientific terms, has evaporated.
Yeah.
So we did actually taste the cake, right?
Yeah.
And there was only just, like any alcohol, it's just the leftover of an aroma.
Yeah.
There's no more alcohol. So the group was different people have got different opinions.
Yeah.
So I flock it up to the people, and some says yes, some says no, so obviously. But the way I see it, right, in the end, I offered the cake. I did offer the cake to Ajahn Martin, and I put a note that, it's a fruit cake, because he knows that, but the alcohol has been evaporated. After so many weeks, there'll probably be just a faint, hardly any aroma.
Yeah.
But it's up to Yongpo whether he wants to discard it or, because I really don't know. I haven't got the wisdom to do it. And for me, I did say, for me, it's my intention. It's about intention.
Yeah.
I'm not offering alcohol.
No.
I'm offering a fruit cake.
Yeah.
That was my intention. I didn't put in alcohol because I was going to offer it to Ajahn Longpo Menindo, but I did it because of my consideration of the dana, so that it can be used later on, but it's offered. So for me, I'm offering a cake, not alcohol. And that's my intention. Very pure, very absolute. So I did offer it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what is the problem? I mean,
the problem is I don't know whether I've done it wrong or right.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends on the Ajahn. If he takes it, if there's no alcohol in it, if the alcohol evaporated, there's no problem. But if he knows, it was cooked with alcohol, if he takes it or not, that is his problem, not your problem.
Yeah, but have I made a bad karma because I
No.
something not good?
No. You have not made any bad karma, yeah? I mean, these people look at that so small things, and
I know, but it's so important in life.
No, it's not. It's not that important. It's this is something, saying a bad word, to your neighbor is worse. Yeah, lying, not saying the truth, to your neighbor or to your colleagues, is worse. Yeah. You give the cake and you made a note, and so it's up to him. So that's not bad karma. But why don't you give the alcohol to your friends, who like to drink alcohol, yeah?
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Because if I have something that is not good for me that I won't take,
but
with the alcohol, because I can't, that was a mistake of the past. I'm stuck with it. I can't offer to someone
of course.
Who takes alcohol when I know it's bad for them.
That is their problem. If they drink alcohol, you can give it to them. Why not?
Can I? Oh, wow. That's great. It solved my problem.
You are responsible for yourself, yeah? If you know that some people like it, and even if if you tell them, alcohol is against the 5 precepts, but they still drink it, and give it to them. Yeah. You don't buy it. If you go and buy some whiskey bottles, and give it to your friend, that would be different. But these are things, standing in your home, yeah? Give it.
Okay. Thank you. Great.
Thank
you.
Bad deeds and bad words, that's much worse, An offering is always good merit, yeah? And you left a note on it, so it is, you're in the clear. Yeah?
The thing is that always in practice, because I do understand where Ajahn is coming from about practice and the 5 khandhas.
Yeah.
Because we practice that.
Yeah.
But we still have to live in daily life where we don't know every single detail of daily life, how to practice Dhamma correctly. in daily life.
Stay
Real life.
with your Buddha. The moment you wake up in the morning, you stay with the Buddha.
I do.
Yeah, and all day long until the evening, until you go to sleep. I mean,
But
if you have...
sometimes there's another problem. Sometimes when I say the Buddha, okay, I try to be as mindful, but sometimes when I'm in a hurry or sometimes when I'm bored, okay, the Buddha, I do say the Buddha, but my mind is somewhere else.
That's right. Yeah. And you said the right, you gave the right adjective. You are bored. And that is dukkha. It's the first noble truth. Huh?
Well, not exactly bored, but
Yeah, I know.
Drift away.
It is, no, it's boredom. It's not being interested in.
I'm interested.
Yeah, half interested only, yeah? Okay?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, England. Yeah. I just heard Piyadhammo is taking all the fuel money for the older people, away from them and giving it to Ukraine to fight a war.
I don't listen to the news. I've sold my tea. I've got rid of my tea.
I mean, you see your check coming in, and if it is less, the rest of it is going to a war that you don't fight. Yeah. Okay. So next person. Yeah. Hello.
Well, Ajahn, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you clearly.
Calling from Florida.
Oh, Florida now. Yeah.
I've been making some progress, small, but on developing my samadhi. So I have a routine where I wake up early in the morning and I do 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. Then I go to work, and when I come back from work, after doing homework with my daughter, then I try to sit in and meditate for another hour, and hopefully, sometimes 2 hours if I can. The afternoons is where I struggle the most. So I'm I feel very tired. My mind has a lot of things from the day. It's the usual that you've heard before. Other than, just trying sitting in, that's what I've been trying to do. Before you recommended that if I have time and a place, I can go and do a walk meditation. Yeah. And I try that sometimes. The weather allows it. Sometimes the weather here is like Thailand, it's very rainy. But other than almost forcing myself to do the meditation, is there anything else you can recommend for those afternoon hours which feel, and especially early evening, before I go to bed, where I struggle the most?
Find some interest, yeah? I mean, when you come back home from work, yeah, the first thing is you really have to let go of all the thoughts that concern the work, yeah, or concern the day, yeah. You have to get rid of them. Buddha, not interested, yeah, until, the mind calms down and the mind doesn't go back into the past, what happened during the day, because that is what brings the mind, makes it so tired, yeah. I mean, it is tired from all this thinking, yeah. And the body is, maybe tired from the work, yeah, from the physical work, yeah. Now make it interesting, yeah. See, this is something very useful. This is more than the food that you take, later on, yeah. But the real important thing is, to really leave out everything that is connected to, to the last 12 hours, yeah. Don't worry about it. Tell yourself, next day is next day, yeah. What I'm doing right now is the present moment. How is the present moment? How is my body? Yeah? Can I feel my fingers? Can I feel my toes? Can I feel the arms, the legs? I mean, really relax, and, stay within the realm of the body, yeah? And then continue with your meditation, yeah?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, Sani,
Yeah.
nobody else?
I think anyone else? No one. I'll read the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So first question. I'm unable to practice meditation in daily life. The mind is getting unstable, feeling angry, anxious, and irritated, and don't feel like doing the practice anymore. How can I start developing in my practice again? Please help, Ajahn.
I mean, if you have time, go to a meditation course, by Goenka, my 10 days retreat, and then restart your practice, yeah? You're just frustrated, and then no frustration. Yeah? There's frustration. There is frustration. Not you are frustrated, or there is anger. And then, contemplate about the anger. Ask yourself, why am I doing these unholy things, unwholesome things to myself? Yeah? Of course you can meditate, if you want to, yeah? But the kilesas don't want to, yeah? I mean, always remember there are two powers in our chitta, yeah? The power of the light and the power of darkness. And the power of darkness are the kilesas that don't want, yeah? They want to play around, yeah? And see, I mean, if you play around, watch a movie or, get distracted by your phone, I mean, you don't feel the dukkha. But the moment you try and sit down and concentrate, and then you start to feel the dukkha, and that makes you dissatisfied. You see your dissatisfaction, that makes you angry, whatever. And then you don't want to meditate because, I mean, not to see, not to see the shit on the other side of the walkway, I mean, then we look for something nice to distract ourselves from the things that are there. Yeah? And the dukkha is there in our heart all the time. This restlessness, makes us crazy. Yeah? And cut down on the use of your smartphone. Yeah? I mean, use it. Yeah? I mean, that makes people, I mean, yeah. That's the only way. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Yeah, I mean, I always give the example, a baby, that is born and starts to learn to walk, after a few hours, it tells its mother, I cannot walk. Carry me for the rest of my life. No. It wants to walk, and that's why it gets up and falls down, gets up and falls down, gets up and falls down, and it takes 1 year until it can walk. The same thing with talking. I haven't seen a baby who tells his mother, I cannot walk, and carry me for the rest of my life, yeah? No. They want to walk, and they can learn it. They want to talk, and they can learn it. They want to read, and they can learn it. They want to write, and they can learn it, yeah? And meditation, they want to meditate, and they can learn it. But it's up and down. You get up, you fall over. You get up, you fall over. Then you get up again and you fall over. And that's the same thing with meditation. Understand that. Huh? Hopefully this is clear.
Next question. Since I was a teenager, I often experienced periods of depression and anxiety. I always had suicidal thoughts, and I have made unsuccessful suicide attempts. The last attempt almost succeeded, and after that, I really had deeply realized that it wasn't a solution. That was 20 years ago. I'm in my 60s now, and unfortunately, the dark thoughts have resurfaced. I've been meditating for a little over 2 years now, and I'm trying to understand why these dark thoughts are resurfacing. Is it the karma of a former life or the result of my karma in my current life?
It can be both. Yeah? I mean, if you foster thoughts, when she was a teenager, if she fosters these kind of thoughts, and believe these thoughts are true, yeah, I mean, of course it can come back later, yeah, especially after 40 years, yeah. It's sort of karma, but it can also come back from the previous life. Don't bother with these kind of thoughts, yeah. That is the solution to it. You see this thought and say, there is a thought, it's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself, it doesn't belong to me. We don't have to act on our thoughts. That is the solution to the problem. Yeah? We are not the thoughts. I mean, how often did I explain, the CEO, yeah? I mean, the one who gives permission to do some words, to say things or to do things, yeah? Or to think about something, yeah? I mean, he gives the permission. And the kilesas are the little kids, constantly coming up, bothering us. Can I do this? Can I do that? But the CEO who gives the permission is sleeping, so he automatically gives his permission, yeah? Now we take hold of it, and we say, no, I don't want to do this. No, this is not me, not mine, not myself, yeah? This is just a thought that came, yeah? And the more she does it, the more she lets these thoughts pass. Don't suppress them, because then they come back. Yeah? Just let them pass, say it's not me, okay, yeah. There's a thought, okay, let's go back to the Buddha. There's a thought, let's go back to the Buddha. And the longer she does it, the less these kind of thoughts come back. No matter if it is, the karma from previous life, yeah. I mean, she is not interested in these kind of thoughts, yeah. And that holds true for everything, yeah. It's for feelings, there's a feeling, okay, yeah. Let's have a look, how does it feel like? Okay, let it go, yeah. Don't attach to it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, grab hold of it. It's me, it's my feeling, yeah. Or it's my body, No. It's a vehicle, it's one of the 5 khandhas that do not belong to us. Yeah? Lord Buddha teaches this. Yeah? It's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself. And it's full of dukkha. Yeah? The moment we attach to it, it becomes dukkha. And it's anicca. Yeah? I mean, the thought comes and it goes. A feeling comes and it goes. Yeah? The body also comes and goes, but it takes a long time. So, next question.
Dear Ajahn, in your last Zoom session, you said that we could contemplate any of the 3 characteristics. I try to do it through impermanence,
Yeah.
but it's less visible and clear for me than noticing dukkha during the day.
Yeah.
How to practice with dukkha every day? Just knowing when there is suffering or dissatisfaction? Or is there something else that would be useful to do to advance in our practice?
I mean, dukkha, yeah? We wake up and we don't want to get up, there's dukkha. Yeah? We are hungry, there's dukkha. Yeah, it's bodily dukkha. Yeah? We are thirsty, it's dukkha. Yeah? We need to go to the toilet, it's dukkha. We are tired, it's dukkha. I mean, there are so many opportunities you can look at, just the dukkha of the body. We see something we don't like, there's dukkha. Yeah? We hear something we don't like, it's dukkha. Yeah? We want something that we don't get, it's dukkha. I mean, one day is so full of dukkha, but we don't want to see it. Yeah, we distract ourselves, just like I said before. We see the shit, on our walkway, and we look aside. Yeah, most of the time we even step into it, because we don't want to see it. Yeah, and so we don't want to see the dukkha. Start with the morning. Yeah. And look at all the situations, yeah? I mean, do the reflection in the evening, the daily reflection, and see how much dukkha there is, yeah? You meet this person, and you didn't like what he said, or or you didn't meet the person that you wanted to meet, and so on, I mean, life is full of dukkha. And your boss said something you didn't like to hear, you don't have enough money, you want this, I mean, there's so many dukkha in one day, yeah? How can you, yeah? For some people it's dukkha, for other people it's anicca, for other people it's anatta, yeah? These are the 3 doors, to enlightenment, yeah? So if he likes, if he can stay with the dukkha, yeah, do it more detailed, yeah? Go through your life, see the dukkha. Okay, next.
Next question. Dear Ajahn, you mentioned in the last Zoom session that if a close relative, as a mother, was abusive, then we have that abusive characteristics in us due to karma. Does this imply that the bad characteristics that we find in those next to us, like family members or loved ones, shows us the bad characteristics that we ourselves have?
Not,
That,
what?
yeah,
Go on.
that we only see wrongness in others. That we only see wrongness in others if we also have it.
That is mostly true. The one thing where you have to distinguish, we can see that somebody, some person, acts badly or acts evil, but we are fine with it. Yeah, we don't get angry. The moment we get angry, that means it is still within us. Yeah. The moment we don't want it, it's still within us. Then we get rid of it. But if we can look at, people doing wrong things, with ease, yeah, I mean, no emotions are coming up, no feelings coming up, then it's fine. We don't have to look. It's not within us, yeah. We can have empathy, but empathy is, with the people who suffer, yeah. But, that is okay, yeah. But if you don't like, somebody, hurting another person, I mean, it is within us, yeah. But we can have empathy with the situation, yeah. Okay, next.
Yeah, that's all the questions.
That's all the questions. Are there more live questions? Yeah.
Anyone? If you want, you can type the question in the chat. I
Yeah.
can read it out for you.
Then I can ask, are there some questions here from the audience? Yeah? Yeah?
For the dukkha observations, do we need to practice it daily?
Yeah.
Dukkha, anicca, anatta.
Yeah. I mean, take one that is most obvious to you. Yeah? If anicca is obvious to you when you see the leaves turning from green to yellow and then to brown, I mean, yes, yeah. If you see your thoughts, passing by like clouds, then take impermanence, anicca, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, if you see these things, are distant from you, or you want to train it, and then take anatta. If you, for most of us, it's dukkha, yeah. I mean, dukkha brings us here, yeah. Yeah, so see it, just like I explained it, in the previous question, yeah. See the dukkha. In the morning, you wake up, I mean, there's already dukkha. Huh? Sometimes you sleep too long, there's the dukkha of the body, yeah. There's the dukkha of the body and there's the dukkha of the heart, yeah, of the chitta, yeah. Yeah, every day, yes, yeah. And then it becomes really clear, yeah. And then you see also there's no satisfaction, no satisfaction, that is given to us, within the realm of the body or within the human realm, yeah. I mean, we can have some nice thoughts, that make us happy if we think, next day I win in the lottery and become a millionaire, I can now get everything that I want, Yeah, it makes us happy. Next day, we don't. Yeah, I mean, it makes us unhappy, yeah. So, look at it every day, yeah, and explain it to your friend, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Samma Samadhi is the right kind of Samadhi. I mean, the wrong kind of Samadhi is, for instance, driving at 200 miles per hour or 150 miles per hour over the highway. Yeah, you need absolute concentration. Yeah, you cannot think 1 minute or 1 second off, otherwise you are dead. Yeah, or if you climb a mountain. Yeah, that is wrong Samadhi. Yeah. You need concentration, you need the awareness, you need to see the falling rocks, when you stand on, and so on, and so on. These kind of things are wrong Samadhi, yeah? The right Samadhi is the Samadhi, that is calming the chitta, yeah? Samma Samadhi, so if you're with the Buddha or if you're with the breath, that is right Samadhi, yeah? Other questions? Yeah?
There's a question from the chat.
Yeah.
Dear Ajahn, can you explain how to practice with non-self Thank you.
How to practice non-self, yeah? When you, for instance, yeah, you look at another person and you don't think it is you. Yeah? You look at the arm of your friend, and you know it's not you. Then you can look at your arm, yeah, and you see, yeah, I mean, why is it you? Why is it the arm of the other person, not you? Yeah? You look at a thought that comes, yeah. I mean, who knows that there is a thought? That is the practice of anatta. Yeah? There's a feeling. I mean, who knows the feeling? I mean, subject and object. So, the moment we say there is a feeling, there is a thought, there is the body, there is pain, and whatever, yeah, there is a memory, yeah, then somebody knows that it is a memory. You can ask the memory, do you know you're a memory? Yeah, I mean, the memory won't answer it, yeah, because it's a phenomena, yeah. But the citta knows that there is a phenomena appearing as a feeling, as a body part, or whatever it is, yeah. That's how you practice. That's how you can practice anatta. There is. Never say I am disappointed, yeah. There is disappointment, yeah. And then you can look at the feeling of disappointment. How does it differ, from the feeling of depression or the feeling of anger or the feeling of lust, yeah? Because you are not the feeling. Subject is not object. There's the Buddha, there's the breath, yeah? I mean, you're not the breath. Yeah? Ask the person in the chat, does it understand? Otherwise, it has to ask, yeah?
If you have any follow-up questions, you can ask as well.
Yeah, you can ask follow-up questions. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, are there some questions, from the audience? Yeah, I mean, you can ask questions, ja. Ihr könnt auch auf Deutsch fragen, René und Annette. So, I mean, if there are no more, yeah, Jenny, what is now?
I would like to ask Ajahn to talk about nibbida.
What is that?
How does one recognize whether nibbida, which is the disenchantment, the feeling of disenchantment, disillusion?
Yeah.
After practice, one gets disillusioned with worldly affairs. And
that just means I mean, the moment you do not attach to things, you get this disenchantment automatically. Yeah? The moment you attach... What?
If the feeling arises of nibbida, I mean, the disenchantment...
I don't understand this. What is this? Nibbida or...
Nibbida.
Yeah, I don't... Jenny, I have no Pali experience. I don't know. I mean, I don't read these books, So I don't know what nibbida is.
Ajahn understands what I'm talking about, disillusionment about the world. But how does one know that this is not depression rather than the real feeling that we really and so disenchanted?
Look at the feeling, If you're disenchanted, you're at peace.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. But if you're depressed, I mean, it's a bad feeling.
Yep, I think that's simple enough. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, so let's see.
No, I think there's one more question on the non-self.
Okay.
So, how is this? How to overcome self-identity view?
Don't even worry about it. Get rid of the body. See that the body is not self. See that the feelings are not self. Yeah. I mean, that is the attachment to the khandhas, is the self-identity view. Because whatever we think about ourselves is within the realms of the 5 khandhas. Yeah? So if you detach yourself, yeah, if you're not attached to these things, you don't have any self-identity view. Yeah? If you think I'm an engineer, what is that? Yeah? It's a mind, it's a mind, yeah, it's a memory, and it is, it's a thought and a memory together, that produces, a sort of attachment. Yeah?
Because I think, Ajahn, just now you mentioned how to practice non-self.
Yeah.
So is that also how we can overcome the self-identity view?
Yes, of course. If we don't attach, to the things, if we see there is, it can be, sometimes it can be a little bit frightening. The kilesas are frightened because they have nothing to latch onto, yeah? But that is certainly how you overcome, self-identity view. But don't think about it, because there are a lot of Western people who are smart enough and think, oh, it's not me, it's not mine, it's not myself, I can do whatever I want. Yeah? That is not overcoming self-identity view. Yeah? Self-identity view is really, not being identified, that's where self-identity view is. I'm not identified with the things, I'm not attached to the things that happen in front of me. There is, yeah. If I see another person, I'm at peace, If something angers me, when I see this person behaving in a certain way, that means, I still have an identity view with myself that I'm better, yeah. Or sometimes I think I'm worse, yeah. That is also self-identity view, yeah. Okay? Practice, what I said, get rid of the attachment to the body. That is the most difficult thing, yeah? And keep the precepts, yeah? And practice samadhi, so, and the interesting thing about when you enter samadhi is there's no identity view, because you're detached. Yeah? There is just a pure experience. Yeah? There's nobody holding on to, oh, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling unhappy, I'm concentrated or not, because then you're not in samadhi. In samadhi, there are no thoughts. Yeah? So there's no identity. Yeah? You just experience. There's just this experience, yeah, of things. If you go into deep samadhi, there's nothing. Yeah? That's even better. Yeah? Okay? So, enough or more questions?
No more questions from Zoom.
No more questions from Zoom? No more questions from here? Do you have any question? Okay? So, then we close down, yeah?
Thank you, Luang Por.
See you next time, and a happy time in India. Don't get your stomach upset, yeah?
Luang Por, I'll come to Thailand first.
Okay.
Okay. Let's all pay respects to Luang Por together. No. Thank you, Luang Por.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks very much. Good night.
So, okay, then, yeah, nothing more.